All right, welcome, my beautiful people. Another day, another YouTube video by your friend Luca, who's making $50,000 a month with sales. He closed more than $3 million already in cash collected, and I am sharing with you everything that I fucking know for free so that you can just copy what I do and you just apply into your goals and you make a shit ton of money as well. It is that easy, there is no tricks. Nothing crazy, okay? All I'm asking is for you to just drop me a comment with your biggest question, your biggest concern, or the thing that you didn't really understood, or maybe a takeaway that you got from the video, so I can check in the comments and I can just put something that would help you understand it even more, or just a massive W, okay? Now, what are you going to see in this video? This is me basically explaining in a very beautiful role play what a cross-selling method is, which is basically how you can sell horizontally and vertically and what is the difference with both, how to use them in real time, when to use them, when not to use them, and so on. You're gonna really like this training. This is very advanced. But again, like I'm saying, these are the same stuff that I am using consistently every fucking day, and you can just steal it so you can make also $50,000 a month, okay? In case you don't know it, I am managing pre-CA sales team. I have worked with brilliant and super big entrepreneurs such as Jason Capital. So it is worth the shot. Just listen to me and you're not gonna fucking regret it. Not just this, I'm not just explaining the cross method in this video, but you're also going to be seeing how I do objection handling, because I have a very particular way than the rest of the fucking gurus who tell you, measure a perspective, and they start quoting Shakespeare. The way that I do it is actually by using what they told me in the beginning of the call. I'm gonna bring it back to the end and I'm gonna slap them with that, okay? In a gentle way, and then I might start a bit harder on them. But the reality is that if you do it this way, you make them realize and assess the situation, and they also kind of feel like imbeciles for not taking action before. So as long as you keep doing the stuff like this, you will win. You will become a fucking beast, and you're gonna become a great, great prospect. Why do I say great prospect? Because I'm thinking in advance. You're gonna become a great closer. I'm gonna be showing you how to deal with difficult prospects. That's what I wanted to say. I know that you guys are constantly struggling, which is one of the also topics in this video, which is, I know that you guys are like, man, I'm having a call with this fucking imbecile and he's barely sharing information. I asked him, so I know you know this. Hey, how much money you want to make, or why do you book this call? And they're like, yeah, I just want to get a better body. Hey, I just want to make more money. Hey, I just want to and it always leaves you nowhere, right? So I'm going to explain how you can advance that, how you can make the prospects actually trust you, and they will give you everything that you need to know. I'm going to show you how you can play fucking chess, be really advanced in the fucking chessboard, and make moves that are going to completely close the people that are closable. Again, we're going to talk about that. There's people who you can close because they actually want to do the stuff and they actually want to change, and there's people who not, who are just there because someone referred them to them. I'm also explaining that, okay? So there's a lot of stuff in this video. It's really fucking packed, okay? And overall, just to finish it up, I'm also explaining one more thing because I have seen that in today's sales guru atmosphere, you could call it, there is a big fight, okay? There's two big fights, actually. One is like, should I be scripted or not? And the second one is, when I start a call, should I go into like super data mode, like numbers, and then challenge on that? Or should I go more on the softer side, like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? How do you feel about that? And what is the correct path, right? Like, should you just get numbers immediately? Should you get emotions immediately? Should you alternate them? Should you just get one and then the other? Like, what is the correct path? I'm going to be showing you with examples on two different scenarios. Actually, I made it on purpose so that you can see the variances that are going to happen, and that even if you decide to not choose one, or you made a mistake and you didn't start it with the proper one, how you can still fix it, because it's fine. This is kind of like the beauty of being scriptless, because with that one, I can assure you that scriptless will win. And I'm going to show you why exactly in this video. It's not just words that are coming out of my mouth that is like, oh, he defends this. It's like, no. I'm literally proving you why, okay? How much of an impact you can create instead of just asking a random question for like no reason when the prospect just gave you something super juicy. So hopefully all this makes sense. I hope you really enjoyed the video. And like I said earlier, I want you to drop a comment, okay? And just tell me what is the biggest takeaway you got from this video. Or maybe there's something that you didn't really quite understood. Just ask it there, man. I'm gonna answer to you, okay? I want to coach you. I want to help you. And in case that your topic is kind of more broad, but it's something that people like, well, I'm just going to make a video on it and we can all win. Okay. I can keep helping you guys. You can still learn a lot more. You can all become extremely rich, extreme billionaires, and then you can all retire me. This is my master plan. All of you become billionaires, and then you send me like 1 million once in a while. Super good. I'm fucking cooking. So, gents and ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. So, as we were continuing our intellectual conversation, my pleasure to have you all for another role play sessions. We're going to start by first saying, Jaden, I just did a call where I reviewed your intro, your Loom. Okay, I'm going to be adding that into the group coaching calls thingy, so you can just watch it there. I'll let you know. That's one. Second thing, we just saw Engineer brutally molest a prospect. You should have not done that. Definitely not done that. But hopefully you understood why and what mistakes you did. Did you? Did you not?
I did. Yes. Lesson learned.
What was your excuse to doing this molestation?
I hadn't molested someone in a long time.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. So everyone is saying in the chat something different. So, gents, that's going to be the first. The next thing is, as always, any questions, wins, things, anything that you want to share, something interesting, I'm all ears. Otherwise, we're going to jump into the role plays.
I told Big Boss 3 times in 2 days, but there is no need to use closers.io anymore because we're hunters.io and he's all in it. So guess who will start bringing the jobs as soon as the pipeline will start getting full? Because I mean, fuck closers.io, hunters are better. Inshallah.
Nice. Hunters are conquering the game. We're everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere. It's like the 300 of Sparta. Everywhere. Unbeatable. We create fear. So, very good. Now, anything else, gentlemen? Otherwise, we're going to start.
A little W.
I got. All right, go ahead.
All right. I watched sorry, my sales manager and the team reviewed my first call for
Yes.
my new offer today.
Yes.
And it surprised me because I didn't give a fuck about their script. I was just like, yeah, I'll just do my own thing. And I thought I would get molested on the team call because I didn't give a fuck about their script. But they really like what I did actually. So that is like green light for me now that I can do whatever I want, pretty much. So that's super good.
Well, you're doing the hunter's way. Of course, it's good. I'm glad that you're working with people who are smart and they realize what are the good things and they don't want to use heavy is the head who wears the crown or measure perspective. So, very good. Very fucking good. Jared?
Yeah, so I got onboarded to 2 new offers. Both are B2B. They seem pretty good. So by the end of October, I'll be at 10K a month.
10K is nothing, by the way. You should be ashamed of only wanting 10K a month. I could get your girl with 10K a month. I could get Ambro's
That's just
girl.
1 month.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
just October. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. That's what I like. All right. So, oh my God, what is this chat? All right. So, anything else? Any other win? Any other thing that is very relevant? Nothing? Nope. Okay. So, we're going to start with the role play. And the people who have the benefit of being first chosen are the people who spend the longest into actually active and take part of it, which I think, and you guys can correct me, it will be Russian Comrade and Amro. Yes, I haven't seen you guys role play in a bit.
Yeah, whatever works. I can be closer, I can be a prospect, I can be all of the above. So
Okay.
you're
We have time today. Like, we genuinely have time. That is not a fucking concern. So if this ends up being a massive ultra cooking, that will leave Costin cooming in his pants out of how good this is. We'll do it. Jaden, it's been a while. I think you and Jared are like in the same position. and then Carlitos. But it's fine. Everyone's going to do it. Relax, relax. I'm still gonna roast you. Don't worry. So, Amro, I want you to start. You're gonna be the closer. Okay? I mean,
Yep.
you're dressed up as a closer. You're the better dressed up right now, so therefore you have the advantage. And I think that's fair. I don't see you guys wearing a suit right now, so he wins. The prospect. Who wants to become a brutal, disgusting prospect for Andrew? Make him
I can
pay.
play on.
Andrew Nectar, okay? Okay.
I'm going to play a real prospect, by the way. I'm not going to make something up. This is a real prospect I had back in the viral coach days.
Those are the best. The real prospects examples are the best. So I'll ping you guys in here. The rest of you take notes. And then we're gonna jump with the next one of you. So whenever you boys are ready, we're gonna start from the get-go. I want to see how you do the intro, Amro. And
Yep.
take it from there. What are you selling him onto?
Break into tech.
Oh no. Okay. Guys are ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Andre,
Hey, Jake.
how are you? Where are you calling me from?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. I'm calling actually in from Los Angeles. Where are you calling in from?
Los Angeles. Awesome. I'm calling you from Dubai, so we're worlds apart right now.
Wow, you're so nicely dressed. Look good.
Oh, thank you. Andre, I know we're both limited on time. Do you mind if we just jump straight into things?
Yeah. Tell me, what do you have in mind for today?
Of course. So, Andre, the way this call will go is I'll start by asking you a few questions to fully understand your situation. And when I explain the program, I'll allow you to do the same. That way, we can both decide if this is a good fit. Make sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Awesome. All right, Andre, just fair warning, I'm a very direct person, very transparent person. And so I might ask you a few personal questions, a few tough questions. Again, the only reason why I'm asking is because I want to make sure this can actually help you. Fair enough?
Trust me, Jake, I'm the exact same way. I really like you.
All right. So tell me, Andre, what led you to book this call with us today?
Well, let it do. Yeah, so I have I have a few things going on in my life right now. I'm a very like driven, a very passionate guy, and I'm good at many things, as you know. So I've been thinking really about should I start my own clothing brand? And I've also thought a bit about maybe do a bit of sales. But then I kind of saw what you guys are doing on TikTok about tech sales, and I thought I'm very good at selling. Like I could pretty much sell to anybody. So I thought I actually wanted to ask you, do you think I could be successful in tech sales?
That's a good question. That's what we're here to find out. Now, you told me you're a very driven guy, you're a very passionate guy. You also want to start your own clothing brand, but you also see yourself as someone who can do well at sales.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I forgot to tell you, like I have a passion for fitness as well, actually. And I thought a little bit about maybe training some people. You know, I once helped a grandma at the gym, and she said I could be great at as a personal trainer as well. So I thought about that as well. I don't know what you think.
Hmm. Yeah, that's very interesting. So you wanted to do a clothing brand. You see yourself good at sales, and you also want to see if you can do your own fitness.
Yes, that's right.
All right. Anything else before I give my opinion?
No, Jake, I trust your opinion.
Okay. Now, I also trust your opinion, which is why out of the three of these, which one you say you lean into more?
Oh wow. That's a great question. Which am I leaning towards the most? Uh, I guess tech sales, but could I not
Tell
do
me
all of
why.
Because I'm so good at speaking to people, to be honest. And I think I could make a lot of cash in tech sales. But why not do all of them? That's kind of my mindset. Like the more the better, right?
Yeah, of course. But tell me more about tech, about sales. You said you can make a lot of cash from that.
You're going on a good angle. You're going on a good angle, but don't agree with the stupid rationalization he just did. What I would have done,
Okay.
for example, is as soon as he said that, I would say, "Well, yeah, it depends. I mean, if you want to be a great baseball player, you wouldn't be practicing basketball and soccer at the same time. So, I mean, it would depend. So, what is the ultimate motivator here? What is the thing that you want? Is this a financial target? Because he said cash, and then I would link that. Is it like I'm quickly destroying that objection and I'm linking that? And if he's still fucking around, then I'm going to give more examples and through questions so that he can really understand that he shouldn't be doing multiple things. That makes sense?
Yeah.
But you're doing very
Can I
well.
try that? Let
Yeah,
me try that.
but you're doing very well. I like it.
All right. So you said you in tech sales, or sorry, in sales, you can make a lot of cash from that. Let's focus more on sales to see where we get on that. Now, is the prime motivator here cash?
I mean, I once heard a quote from somebody that said, money isn't everything in life, you know? I don't think I don't want to be a person that kind of is driven by, money. But yeah, of course, I live in LA. I mean, my expenses are kind of high, right? So of course I need money, but I also want to be, how can I put this, Jake? I want to be fulfilled. Like I want to wake up in the morning and just enjoy a cup of tea and like feeling the right vibrations, if that makes sense.
And do you believe sales will give you that fulfillment?
No, no. Let me explain why. You cannot reason with this man right now, as it is. You will never be able to reason with this man. He's just gonna keep talking about the fucking rainbows. So what you do now is this is a moment where you say, I'm going on the intangible part, but there is nothing for me to ground myself on. Nothing. So this conversation is going to keep in the air and it's going to take 40 minutes and we're not going to make any progress. So right now, what you have to do is you step back and you go into the tangible one, which is numbers, facts, data. And with that data, you slap him in the face and you say, what do you mean, buddy? Gracias. Coffee break. So what you have to do now is he asked you, he talked about the expenses in LA. Ask him about that and let's take it from there. Okay?
Okay, yeah. All right. Are you settled in, Qtinator? I don't know if you changed it. All right. You said the expenses in LA is quite high. How high are we talking about number-wise?
7K a month.
Are those your expenses?
Yes.
Okay. And how much are you left with at the end of the month, each month, if you spend 7K?
Uh, I mean, Jake, that's not really something I've been wanting to think about. Like it makes me a bit uncomfortable to kind of, go in and, I have a tendency to spend quite a bit of money. Like I like to do shoppings, like purchase some handbags for myself. And yeah, I'm not left with too much at the end.
Okay. And when you spoil yourself, is that part of the 7K?
No.
Okay, so so these are purely things you are forced to spend with, like food, electricity, bills.
Yes.
All right. So put that aside. How much do you spoil yourself with each month? I know it varies, but give me a rough range.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe 9K a month.
9K a month.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you spend 9K a month spoiling yourself and 7K a month in expenses, is there anything left?
Yeah, no, not a lot.
What is not a lot? What is a lot to you?
Yeah, I mean, maybe 1K.
1K.
Yeah.
Okay. So so that 1K, you just keep saving it, right? There's
Yes.
all right. So you booked this call with me today, hoping that you will get more than 1K in saving each month.
No, 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 no. You're doing very well. This is how you do data gathering. Do you see how he's making sure everything is in the right spot? It's like we're getting a full picture. This is great. But right now, you started very well and you kind of stopped. So, okay. Next question that you have to ask him is, okay, for how long has this been the case? Okay. Like I'll show you. And because there's
Wait, can I
there's
do
more
it? I
powerful.
think I know where I'm going. I'll go with this.
Okay, okay, okay. Because then there's a more powerful question that ties everything together, but you haven't asked it, you missed it. But let's see where we go. Worst case, I'll just tell you. But keep going on it.
All right, so Andre, you spend 7K on expenses, 9K spoiling yourself, and you're left with 1K each month for saving. How long has your expenses been like this?
How long? Yeah, I mean, uh, yeah. I had a I had a boyfriend around 2 years ago,
But I
and
can barely hear you.
okay, yeah, I had a boyfriend 2 years ago,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
he yeah, he left me, so I had to move out alone to yeah, LA, and yeah, since then my expense has been pretty much the same.
All right. So this has been happening for the last 2 years since you moved to LA after leaving your boyfriend.
Yes.
Be
Okay.
specific. What has been happening?
What do you mean?
So you're spending $16,000 every single month for the past 2 years. Is that correct? Do you see how specific that is? Instead of this has been happening? Make him
Oh, yeah, yeah.
with clarity.
Okay, so since you left your boyfriend 2 years ago, you've been spending $16,000 every month.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. 9K in total. 7K on rent and stuff like that. And then yeah, in that 7K, like that includes some money to a gay charity fund as well. And then 2K for like handbags and stuff like that. So 9K in total. Are you following, Jake?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for clarifying, by the way. So,
You're not sure
so
where to
if
go?
you're spending, no, he just caught me off guard with that. So, if you're spending that much, why, why is that an issue?
No,
No,
no, no, no, no. Not bad, but I'll show you. What else can someone, anyone who has any idea, what could also be missing here when we're doing data gathering?
How much money he makes with a job?
it's subtly, we have an idea that he's making 10K because he has 1K left. So I need to double down on that. So just for me to clarify, you at the end of the month, like after taxes, you're getting 10K every single month. Is that correct? Roleplay.
Yes.
Okay. You told me at the beginning that money isn't that important, right? So just for me to have some clarity, how relevant it is to you to keep living in LA and buying the stuff that you usually buy, like the handbags and that stuff. Is that important to you?
Yeah, that's very important.
Like how
I
much?
mean, yeah, I don't know how to put it in words, really. Like, do you want me to put it into a number?
Not necessarily. Like when you think about those bags, the things, the luxuries that you give yourself every single month so that you can feel better, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when I'm saying that stuff?
I just see myself walking on the street feeling glamorous, like
Okay.
rainbows and
You told me at the beginning that you kind of want to feel a little bit fulfilled, feeling glamorous like that. Does that give you a little bit of fulfillment?
yes.
Okay. So you do realize that in order to buy those stuff, to feel glamorous, to feel fulfilled, you need money.
Uh,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to find the connection here where you told me that making money isn't your best and your number one goal. But if the goal is to feel fulfilled and this allows you, would it make sense for you to actually want something that helps you make more money? So, I mean, if you're feeling glamorous with 2K of handbags, imagine with 4K. What about 9K every single month?
Double handbags.
Yeah, triple. So, is it important for you to make money?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yes.
Do you see, guys? It's like I just did this and I used a little bit of future pacing as well because I wanted to show you today actually how to use a little bit of future pacing so that you guys can use it to dismantle a rationalization. That makes sense? That made sense, or did I confuse
No,
it a
no,
little
it
bit?
does.
Because I'm seeing you all with this face. I don't know what that means. So, Jared?
Yeah. No, that was kind of crazy. Did you know like from the beginning when you got into data gathering, like that was the whole goal is to reframe him into saying I need money?
Yeah, that's why I went into that. If this guy said at the
Okay.
beginning that money's not that important, now I could challenge him and say, so what are you in this goal? Isn't the goal of life to make money so you can become more successful? Maybe I could do that with fucking Costin because I know how he thinks. But to this prospect, he's like a butterfly, like just floating around. I say that he's probably gonna say, well, no, probably not. I would like to feel fulfilled. And you can correct this if you wouldn't say this, Gudinator. Like you probably would have said that. So if I do this whole thing with data gathering, I can show him, like slap him in the face with the truth. It's literally what I said earlier. Like you need the data so that you can slap him. That's what I did. And I took the advantage to use a little bit of future pacing so that he can understand better. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not a fan of future pacing, but it is a useful tool sometimes. So, anyways, mm, would you like to take over?
Yeah, just a comment because Jaden asked about I should also get the salary, how
Yes.
much he's making a month. I didn't do that because as far as I know, Andronator, you can correct me. As far as I know, the highest ticket is 3K, 3.5K.
Yes.
So I didn't see the need to go beyond that. That he clearly has.
Wrong. What did I said earlier today? A phrase. You
Yeah,
wrote it down.
it's assumption kills sales.
Yes. You just assumed that you didn't need to.
Yeah.
You wrote it down to wank off to it. Wrong. Okay. So mm, it will never hurt to ask. Worst case, okay, But especially with a prospect like this that seems high on drugs, it's like, hey, maybe he can surprise us with his answer. So I would give it a shot. You know, what do you got to lose? Like a couple seconds. So there's that. Now, what direction would you take this? What would you do right now?
So the last thing we did was we tied everything in terms of how much he's spending and why he's on this call is to make more money to buy more things for themselves or for herself,
Yes.
himself.
Mhm.
I'm confused. Yeah.
You're kind of lost.
No, I wasn't following the chain of thought. So,
Let me.
yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine to be lost. That's kind of like the whole point of this. So first, before I do that, I'm gonna ask. I just saw a question from Russian comrade Luca. Is it a good idea to start slightly mirroring the prospect stereotype of behavior, like smiling more versus amber to the point approach? No, not in this case. In some cases, yes. In the opposite case, when you are the hey, how's it going, and the prospect is like this, in that case, it makes sense. In this case, it doesn't. Why? Because what is one of your job, your goals is to become an
Be
authority.
authority.
Exactly.
Take
You want
things.
to be an authority. All right. You have to be a leader. You're not going to be an authoritative figure. You're not going to be a leader if you're smelling like an imbecile. So, right. So that's the first one. Now, the second thing, when it comes to all this, just for you to understand, I was able to bring the whole he doesn't care about the money because I'm constantly zooming out. Jared, you should be very familiar with this because I explained it like 7 times. I zoomed out. I remember, I saw he doesn't care a lot about the money, but he cares about buying this shit. Inconsistency. I'm going to zoom in again, and I'm going to bring that to the table to make him realize that, yeah, he's fucking up with that. Okay. I zoomed out. I zoomed in. Now, again, when you're in these situations, and I know because this happened to me a lot as well, and I was like, what the fuck do I do now? That you are in, I don't know who I explained this to. Was it you, Jaden? You know, the dead alleys?
Yes.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
George as well.
To George. Okay. So it's like, it will happen and it will always happen in pretty much every single call. I don't even remember a call where everything just ran smoothly, perfectly. There will be moments where you will hit this wall, like this dead alley is like, oh, what do I ask now? I don't even know what to ask. And you get to that point because you're too zoomed in, which is basically you're just trying to respond something out of what he just said. But he, in this case, didn't give us much. Therefore, you start zooming out in parts. As you guys know, the first one would be, keep in mind, Jake and everyone, you should do this very quickly. Okay? This has to be super quick. This thing that you did is like, yeah, I'm lost. It shouldn't happen. You should be quick into it should be like a machine. So if there's nothing that I can do while I'm zoomed in, I'm gonna go one step back, which is gonna be the W's. What is the problem? Do I know what is this guy's problem yet? I'm not really sure. Like I'm lost. Maybe I got it, maybe I didn't. So you could literally just fucking ask that. You can literally say, okay, I'm still not understanding, Cutinator. What is the reason that got you to be in this call today? So do you just want more money so that you can buy more luxury stuff, or what's the ultimate goal here? And that would be a great question. Do you see how easy it is? Like to get a good, powerful question with the W's. The what is the problem? Why is that a problem? Why do you want to change it? How do you want to change it? And when are you going to change it? Now, let's say that I go over this very quickly in my mind and I'm not sure about what to ask. Then I'm just going to go to the checklist selling. All of you know it. And the checklist selling is like a broader picture, a broader version of the W's. And in the checklist selling, I'm going to see the first thing, which is basically, what is the problem? So it kind of gives me the same question as well. So that's easy. And if I completely zoom out, and this is why this fucking thing that I created is so perfect. I feel like Tony Stark right now with this shit. Because if you zoom out to the maximum and you just see this from a very 60,000 feet perspective, you see Cutinator and you see this guy is kind of all over the place. But why is he here on this call? Like, what is the problem he has? He just want to buy more stuff? So I'm just going to ask him that. So do you see how every stage of zooming out can give you the same question if you do it properly? But the more you spread yourself out, the more questions you're going to discover. But all of those are going to always give you pretty much the same question. I don't know if I'm completely tripping with this explanation, but did it make sense for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
absolutely.
Very good. So now, Amra, if you start zooming out, what is the thing that you want to ask him?
When it comes to what is the problem, he already gave that away when you were reframing everything. So now what I want to ask him is,
What is the
why is
problem?
that he wants to have more money to buy more things?
That's not the problem.
Luca.
You're assuming. You're assuming. You just did it again. You assumed what is the problem. The problem is when you and him, you both realize what is the problem. He doesn't know what his problem is, I can assure you. I don't know what his problem is. I still don't know. And the problem of he doesn't have money to buy stuff, that's not a real problem. Because you got to go deeper beneath that and say, that what is that a problem? That is the problem? If you know what this guy's problem is? That he just has a life that he doesn't like, or he's bored with his life. He doesn't have fulfillment with his life. That is the problem based on everything that I have seen. But I'm not even sure yet. So no. You just assume, and you assumed in the wrong way. You're like one step closer to make the same mistake Antonator did with the previous prospect, that he just started beating the shit out of her for no reason, and that conversation ended nowhere because he went on a wrong thing. All right? Make sense?
Yeah.
So don't assume. What would you want to ask him?
Following what you said when you were role playing with him. All right, so Andre, so if you already have money to cover your expenses and you also have money to spoil yourself, what exactly led you to book on this call?
No, I mean, I don't know what. Where do you live?
Dubai.
Oh, Dubai. Nice. Maybe we can meet up there sometime. I'll go there as well. But yeah, to answer your question, I don't know if you've been to LA or not. Maybe you don't really look American, but it's 2K is not a lot, man. It's not a lot. Like you don't get like 2K is like 2 sandwiches in LA. So no, I don't spoil myself.
And why would you want to spoil yourself even more than
No.
what you are doing now?
But you told me you're getting handbags. How? You told me you don't spoil yourself, but you're also getting yourself handbags. What are you doing? Are you able to get them or not? Answer me that. Answer that.
No, I mean, I am able to get handbags, but I want more. Like my highlight of the day is like going to these fancy stores and buying the handbags.
Is it just for me to understand? Your highlight if to buy the stuff, or how you feel after you get them, like the glamorous, the fulfillment you feel after that, like just for me to have an idea.
It's honestly when I buy them. Yeah.
Interesting. Why?
Because I have this person in the shop that kind of takes care of me. She guides me, she's showing me nice handbags. I feel taken care of.
What would you ask to that?
What's her name?
What?
You're asking me what I would ask after
Yes.
he said that?
Yes.
What is that person's name?
Me, the prospect?
No.
Why?
No.
Ask why is that important? Why is that relevant to you? How he treats you? Ask him that.
Uh, so, so it's when you go to these places, you're interested in how people treat you when you buy things.
No. Now you're judging him. That's not the way you ask that question. He's gonna feel judged. You just gotta ask him, yeah, why is that so important to you? Just answer that.
I mean, what kind of man? Every man out there wants to feel like they're being taken care of.
Do you only feel taken care of when you buy stuff?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
How so?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of people around me anymore. Yeah, since my boyfriend left me especially, it's like, yeah, it's been very alone, very lonely.
Okay. Who's taking care of you right now out of all the people you have?
No one,
What was that? I didn't
no
hear.
one,
No
no
one is
one.
taking care of you.
Yes,
No, and this has been for 2 years now?
yes.
All right, pause. Do you see what I just did? Like this. 2, 3 questions. The state that we got immediately with Mr. Smiley. This is like the turning points, okay? When you use this, when you get to these points or the turning points, this is the greatest opportunity to squeeze this as much as you can to get the real thing behind it. And then once you get that real thing, you're going to use that for the end when you do objection handling, if you need to, okay? I mean, just if you keep going on this line, probably he's not going to give objections. But let's say he does, then you can just bring all this shit again. It just keeps slapping him, slapping and slapping him with him. That makes sense, everyone?
Yeah.
Cool. So what would you ask him after that? Like, what would you say?
I would quantify it. So on a scale, just so I can understand how lonely you are, and I'll just quantify that. And then I'll ask, how does that make you feel?
Mm, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Like if you say, how lonely do you feel? Is not bad at all. What else could you ask? Anyone, by the way, not just Jake. He just said that. He just said he has no one. He said that for 2 years he has no one.
How,
Is that why you're going to the shop? To have somebody take care of you?
It's going there. It's going there.
I was gonna say, how do you deal with that on a daily basis?
I'm gonna explain you something. There are 2 ways you can go on a call. This is like the cross, the fucking Christ thingy. So you can go vertically or you can go horizontally. Okay. When you go vertically, is basically when you got have the same point and you just keep drilling on the same thing. Okay. The most powerful thing that you can do is go horizontally, but never on the surface. I want you to imagine this as in construction, for example. I don't know how much you guys know about construction, but there are some, when they're building big structures and everything, they, let's call them, I don't know, some fucking structures that they're going into the ground straightforwardly. And then they do this, like they hook themselves so that if someone wants to pull them out, they can, because they have this surface that it's stopping. I don't know if this analogy is making sense, but hopefully it will. My point is, that you go deep and then you go to the side. And that is the ultimate fixed structure. And this is the same that you're doing. So you go vertically, you start digging into the stuff, and then you go horizontally. What is the difference on this? Vertically means I'm going to tap on the same topic. Let's say him just complaining about the fact that he feels lonely. Why lonely? What does that mean? What do you mean with that? For how long have you felt lonely? And then you're going to go horizontally and you say, how does being lonely affect other areas of your life? That's the whole point of the whole going horizontally. And now he's going to tell me that because he feels lonely, he's overspending money. He's on a tight budget. Because he feels lonely, he doesn't want to talk to other friends. He feels lonely, and his family's the relationship he has with his family is pretty much non-existent because he shut down everyone after he broke up with Andrei Karavev. And my point is, the more you go horizontally, the more of an impact that thing makes. It's like, in another analogy, it's not the same to stab him with the sword and just take out the sword, but to stab him and then you grab the wound and you do this. You create so much more damage. And that's the whole point with this. That's the whole point with going horizontally. So what I would like you guys to do is, of course, you go vertically, but right now it's a great point to go horizontally. That being said, what could be one of many questions that Jake Amro could ask him? Ideas.
How do you spend your days?
It's a longer one, but I know the point of that. I get the idea. Go for it. Try it. Let's see where it leads.
So, Andre, given the fact that you are lonely and you have no one, so how do you spend your days?
Yeah, sometimes I watch, what is it called again? You know, the TV shows that are about like Hollywood wives? Have you seen that?
No.
No? Okay, okay. Yeah, it's a great show, at least. So yeah, I probably watch that at least like 4 to 5 hours a day. And the rest is, what do I do with the rest? Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much what I do, yeah.
And you spend all those hours alone? No colleagues, friends, family?
Yeah, no, alone. Sometimes, sometimes I log into Omegle to talk to people.
So I didn't hear that.
Do you know what Omegle is?
No.
No? Okay, it's like this software, this website where you just log into and you just talk to random people.
Oh, Omegle.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you meet people on Omegle, do you meet anyone? How long have you been on that app?
No.
No.
Roleplay with me, Antonator. You spend 4 to 5 hours just watching these shows just because you like them? Or is there something else beneath that?
No, I really like that. I really
Okay.
like them.
Well, what else do you do?
Yeah, like I said, I'm on Omegle.
Why? Why do you go to Omegle?
Yeah, I get to talk to people.
Why do you want to talk to people?
I don't want to be alone.
Do you see? I sent him two baits. The first one is, why are you watching this stuff? Because it helps me not to feel alone. I wanted him to tell me that. But if I just keep pushing on that, I'm gonna be salesy as fuck. I'm gonna be super telegraphing. So I'm just gonna, okay, interesting. What else do you do? I'll do Omegle. Why? Because I don't want to be alone. Now my next question is, from 1 to 10, how alone do you feel right now?
I feel 8. Or yeah, maybe 9 even.
Okay, you feel 9 out of 10 on how alone you are. How does that impact the other areas of your life?
Yeah, I mean it impacts all areas. All areas. I'm just alone.
Give me examples.
But I mean, I at least have the people on Omegle, to be fair, and also the guy in the shopping mall where I always go and buy my shopping bags. He's always super nice to me. I think he has a crush on me, to be honest, but I'm not really into him. But yeah.
Okay. And then how other areas does being 9 out of 10 alone impact you in your life?
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It impacts everything. I'm just alone all the time, pretty much.
Okay. So you're spending time on a website to try to meet people online because you really looking for a connection on what I am seeing. And you're just watching shows, good portion of your day. What does the rest of your day look like? Do you go out somewhere? Do you go to the gym? Is there something else that you do? Because you only told me like 5, 6 hours of your day. What about the rest 16?
Yeah, I am on a Omegle a lot, to be honest. Just talk to people, but sometimes there comes some rude guys and they say that I'm a faggot, so I leave. What I do with the rest of the time? Yeah, I've tried to find a partner again. I haven't fucked in a long time. Um, I've gone to a swingers club, but yeah, I'm a bit too shy to go there, to be honest. So yeah, I don't do a lot. Like I scroll on TikTok a lot.
Okay. Now, what is the important part right now? In case you haven't realized it, I could keep going on this and the conversation can go really to shit. Like the straight line, we just went to shit right now. So the idea is that how can we link as fast as possible and as efficiently as possible the fact that he's all the time trying to meet some people all the time because he feels alone to the fact that why he's into this fucking call. Yeah? Are we all following on this one? Because otherwise the conversation is going to be like 1 hour and 30 minutes. So how would anyone link it? Any ideas?
Just straight up ask him, how is breaking into tech? How do you see breaking into tech helping you, going to help you with that?
I like that idea. What I would have done, I would just say, okay, you right now are feeling extremely alone. What I am missing is how does this call, how does you breaking into tech makes a difference in that, which is extremely similar to what you said. But I am starting from a place of, I get you, you are alone, but now I need to understand how basically I can help you with that, with tech into sales. Okay. It's like you still being straightforward, but you're doing it in a way that it's grabbing everything. Because otherwise, you just, if you say it like that, maybe I'm just being super nitpicking right now, but it feels like you just ignore me. Because if I am this prospect and he just told me, he just confessed that everyone calls him a faggot and he feels alone 9 out of 10, and you just say, okay, how can tech break just help you with that? It's like, I think it's like, yeah, I don't give a shit. How can I help you? How can I sell you? That's what I will think. So I would just go a little bit more touchy and I would say, okay, so right now you're feeling this lonely. I can tell it's super hard. Is there, I would like to know, how does you being in this call and possibly going into tech sales is the thing that is going to help you. And this is probably the only examples that I will use the neutral gay words like possibly, maybe, because we're so far now that I don't even know where we're going. So I need to take frame back, but I want him to give me the frame. I don't know if that made sense, but try to answer that, Anjonator, and you guys will understand why. Just try to answer that, and then you take it from there, Jake.
Yeah, so like I said, I think I would be really good at at um at sales. I watched this one guy on YouTube. I think his name is Sky Lucas, something like that. And he gave me a lot of good advice. Like he talked about, yeah, a lot of different techniques, and I really resonated with that. Like he was, yeah, a very handsome man as well. So with tech sales, I think I could speak to a lot of people, have a lot of conversations on a daily basis with as my job, right? Imagine that. That would be great.
So you need to forgive me. So you're telling me that there's a possibility for you to be in a job that allows you to do the same that you're doing, but you can make a lot of money with it? I'm just gonna talk to him like that. He's gonna be like, yeah, it's so easy. I'm speaking like that to this prospect because I'm matching him away now. I am like using the same type of language in this case and then hyping him up a bit. And then I'm gonna say, okay, that makes sense. If you don't know how to say it without sounding idiotic or telegraphing, you can just say, okay, you want to be more strictly professional? I'll give you another variation, which is basically, okay. So the reason on why you are in this call right now is because you realized that you could be doing the same thing that you're doing, but make a lot of money with it instead of being mocked. Do you see? It's like two variations that you could use. Depending on which one do you want to use, probably depends more on your personality. If you want to be more serious, more authoritarian, use that one. If you want to be a little bit more buddy with him, a little bit, you can use the other one. Completely up to you guys. But they both drive him to the same position. Make sense? Or it doesn't? One more thing that before we keep going, we hit a swamp of emotions in a moment. You always want to get emotions out of people. All of you know it, because people who are high on emotions are extremely influenceable. If I am extremely angry, I am way more susceptible to punch the fucking wall than to do it if I am extremely happy. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you go, there will be people who are literally swamps of emotions. And the greatest example, I'm definitely going to get canceled, is women who are sad and they just start crying and they cry and they cry. And you said, but hey, look, this is the solution. Everything is fixed. And she's like, no, and she just keeps crying for like no fucking reason. So that's a swamp. When you're in that swamp, you just need to get out. Just get out of there because you're going to be spending a lot of time in there. Just get out, really. So why am I saying this? Because this guy, if we kept going on this and this and this is going to be a 40-minute conversation on the swamp of how he feels lonely. And I don't have time for that. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Protect your time. So bringing back to where we left it. What would you do? What would you say? What would you ask?
So the last thing we asked is breaking into tech will help you speak to more people, which is what you want, and get you more money.
No, like just ask him. Just make that connection in whatever way you want to. Friendly, non-friendly, but make that connection and let's see what he says.
Ask that again.
He didn't answer. So.
Okay. So, Andre, you're telling me the reason why you're on this call is because you still want to talk to people, but just make money out of it as well.
Yes.
Okay. And Why is it important for you to do that?
Mm, mm. There's better questions. Also, one thing for you guys to realize. Do you see how we completely eliminated all the other options? The fitness, and hell,
Yeah.
I would even double down and say, okay, so knowing that, do you still want to do fitness? And I would just double it down. But imagine if I try to eliminate those other options by telling him, hey, what do you like to do the most? What do you think he's going to say? I don't know, man. I just like everything. I could do everything. And that's going to take fucking forever. But by doing it this way, I did the whole discovery on data gathering, like the intangible stuff. I did the tangible stuff. I got a commitment. I got the biggest pain. I got the objection handlings, which is basically he feels alone. And I got him a practical reason. And now we're here. So do you see? It's like I got to the same conclusion more effectively and by tackling down every single thing that I wanted to. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. What would you ask? Just do the double tie down. Let's see where that gives you. That takes you.
Right. So Andre, if that is the case, will clothing and fitness still be on your agenda? Like, will it help you achieve the same thing sales will?
No. No, 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 no. No, you're right. No, no, no.
Okay. Now, Andre, what would it be worth to you to finally get into sales so you can start talking to more people on a daily basis and make more money so you can
Salesy.
spoil yourself?
Salesy. Too salesy. This is too telegraphing now. Too much. What are you now? What are you missing on? Think about other basics, other analogies that I taught you guys. What's one that you are not really getting? Cop.
The other thing is,
Did you got commitment? Did you got ownership? Did you got pain?
I only got pain.
We got pain, but we didn't really got commitment or ownership. Without those two, he's not going to buy. So exactly, that's one way of doing it. Like finding out why he's in this call now. We never got to that point. Okay. Usually you want to ask this way earlier. In this case, I don't know, the fucking conversation went this way, so it's fine. But it will be something that I would try to ask. But right now, based on what we discussed, I will get commitment. So are you sure, Qtinator, that your path is with sales, or are you still in the limbo of I don't know what I want to do? Like I will get commitment. And after he tells me, yes, is this good? Now we got ownership. Multiple ways of getting that. But you can just start with why not? And then I'll show you how to do it. But get to that. Get the commitment, and then let's get the ownership, and then let's close the discovery.
So, Andre, why do you want to do this now is what I'm trying to understand.
Why now?
No, you didn't got commitment. Get the commitment.
So you're saying
I'll show you. Okay, so I'm still. I want to make sure that this is the real path for you, Qtinator. Are you sure that sales is the thing that you want to do then, so that you can talk to people and make more money, stop feeling so lonely?
Yes.
Any particular reason besides what I just said?
I mean, wait. I once read this book by Belfort Jordan, and I'm now so so fucking good at sales that I know how to crush it.
Okay. How would you crush it? What would you accomplish? What's your idea?
Well, yeah, I mean, just get like, I don't know, maybe 20 million in like sales a day and just help a lot of people like accomplish what they're worth in the world. I get especially help people of, minorities like me.
Do you guys see why future pacing is shit? Did I made it clear with this example or not?
Yeah.
What do I do now? After he future paced, am I an actual good human being? I tell him, hey, you're not gonna make 20 million a day. It's like, anyways, that's
I was
future
going to
pacing.
ask, why is it important for you to help those people?
You could try, but again, the discovery is running really long now. I would just get ownership now. I would just close the discovery, but you could do it if you want to. I'll leave you to. I'll leave you to go for it.
Andre, why is it important for you to help all those minorities?
I mean, as someone that are belong to two minorities really, both the black community and the homosexual LGBTQ community. That's one of our core main pillars that we support our brothers. And with sales, if I could combine that with actually making money as well, I mean, how beautiful wouldn't that be?
All right. And why is it something you want to start with now?
Jakey, I mean, have you also watched that handsome Argentinian guy on YouTube? I've gotten that question from him as well. That's a great question. Why now? Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I just don't want to feel lonely anymore, to be honest.
I didn't hear you, to be honest.
I don't want to feel lonely anymore.
No, but why now? You've been feeling if you've been feeling lonely for 2 years, I don't understand why now makes any difference. Why haven't you started earlier? Why not even postpone it?
Yeah, because I've tried so many things already. Like, I'm a certified fitness coach, I'm a yoga instructor, I'm a certified gay therapist, but none of that has really given me the fulfillment I've been looking for.
How is this any different?
Because, like I said, after I read the Belfort Jordan's book, I realized that, wow, I would be so good at sales, and I would also get to talk to people. Jakey, do you understand? I would get to talk to people as my job, and at the same, like, make money, make dough, make cash. That would be so beautiful.
I'm gonna call him out on his bullshit. Doesn't fitness therapy, you talk to people as well? Because that doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Andre,
Yes,
sorry, I don't understand. You said you're a certified therapist, fitness. You've done all these things. Don't you talk to people there as well?
yes, I do, but I don't think they really were my true passion. Like they didn't fully align with me and who I am as a person. With sales, like you can see how I am just, for example, like just having control of this conversation you and I are having, right? Like how I'm just in such a control. Imagine if I would do that, like on actual calls as well. I'm just a natural talent at this, and I could make a lot of money and help a lot of people.
And just to clarify, you were not able to do that when you were a fitness trainer or therapist, which is making a lot of money and helping people and having control of the conversations.
No, like I said, they weren't really my true passions.
And you see sales being your true passion.
Yes.
All right. I will now go on a tangent on when exactly did he leave those things and think of sales, but it's just going to be a very long conversation.
This is my point. What you're doing is not wrong at all. What you're doing is not wrong at all because you're really tying this thing down so that this doesn't come up and blow up in the end as an objection. So it's really good. But this prospect, based on what he's telling me, with the passion, with the lonely, it's like, I have enough. Right now, I have enough. I would just stop here. And I would say, okay, how are you going to start into sales? That's my next question. I'm just tying it down. I'm closing this. It's already big enough. Like, ask him that, and let's finish.
When does he? So, Andre, Andre, when do you want to start
No.
moving into sales?
How are you gonna do this?
All right. So, how are you going to start putting your foot into sales so you can start helping all those minorities?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll be very honest with you. Initially, I watched the the Argentinian guy on YouTube, but then I spoke to one of the brothers inside of the community, and yeah, he just said that essentially it's a dictatorship, and there's like barely any value there, and like it's a scam. So I got a bit, yeah, I just thought, okay, no, 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 no. So then I found you guys on TikTok, and I was like, wow, this sounds great. I saw you help a lot of brothers as well. And yeah, I would like to join my family.
And when would you like to do that?
When can you offer me a position?
That's on you. When would you like to start?
Yeah, immediately.
Okay. Would you be open to seeing what we offer?
Yes.
No. What is that gay language? Would you be open to? Nah. What you say is there's more things that you can ask, but considering how long this was, of course, we paused every like 10 seconds. It wouldn't be this long in an actual conversation. But because of how fucking long this went, I would just say right now, okay, I know as a certainty that we can help you, Black Cutinator. Is there anything else that I am missing right now that you think I should know? No, not really. Okay. Then I know as a certainty that we can help you. Right now, I'm going to be explaining to you what our program looks like, and you tell me if this is exactly what you're looking for. Okay? Sure. Here comes the pitch. That's how I'm closing it. Of course, you could pre-handle a couple more things if you want to, like, hey, do you think you're going to have the time to do so? Honestly, right now, what I am doing is I'm pre-handling those little stuff as I'm doing the pitch. So, for example, let's say that I'm in the middle of the pitch. I say, okay, so you're going to have to do this training or whatever. Usually, our students take like, I don't know, less than 5 hours a week. would that be manageable to you? Oh, yeah. I mean, 5 hours a week. Okay, awesome, great. Boom, move on. And if he says, I don't know, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to take care of that. Just for the purpose of me going a little bit faster on this. Because those are objectives that you can handle it very quickly. That makes sense?
Yeah.
But you could do it before if you don't feel confident doing it in the pitch. Like it's fine. But that's how I would jump into the pitch. Not like you did. Like now, would you be open? It's like, nah. Be an authority. That's that you started with a very high authority level, and at the end you end up being like super gay. It's like, yeah. Would you be against to being opposed to possibly see what we might have for you? Ref. So, gentlemen, wait, let me pin this. Gentlemen, was this roleplay helpful? We're not finished yet, don't worry, but I want your feedback. I want your opinions. What do you guys thought? Did you learn something? Any takeaways? Talk to me.
Luca,
Yes.
for the when he was talking about like either doing sales, doing fitness, or all that junk,
Yes.
should I have cleared that up if you really wanted to do sales first and foremost, or was that a bad idea?
No, it is a good idea. The thing is that because of the way this prospect is, I didn't immediately charge at it, but what I did was I started to do data gathering, tangible and intangible, to make him realize with facts of his life what would make more sense to him. And then the tie down that Jake did pretty much at the end, which is, okay, so why this and not fitness then? Like double tie down just at the end, just in case. Because this is this prospect, by the way. It's a very special prospect, as you probably realized. That's why I would have done it that way. If it was a more, I don't know, more direct, no bullshit, straightforward like prospect, then I will be different. I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm kind of confused. You have these three ideas. Which one are you leaning more towards? This. Okay, why this? Because of this. Okay, so why not this other two? No, I mean this one. Okay, got it. I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you to go north, south, and west at the same time because you're not going anywhere. That makes sense? Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, got it. Boom. Do you see? But I just really didn't thought that I'm gonna get that with this prospect. It's like it's more like a gamble, and I don't need to because I could just do the whole data gathering and everything, and that will end up giving me the position that I got, which was helpful anyways. Did that make sense? I know it's complex as fuck. The first time you're hearing it is like, what the fuck? But makes sense?
Yeah. Also, you were like taking it easy on him because he was like gay and happy, so you were like taking it easy and like being more like going along with him in a way.
I wouldn't say necessarily because he was gay and happy. I would be because he felt innocent. But yes,
Okay. Okay, makes
if he was gay and happy, I don't know. More like he's innocent or not that sharp. That's pretty much my thoughts. Anyways, innocent equals retarded. Oh no. So any questions, thoughts, takeaways, like guys?
For me, the
Look at
biggest
does
one
the
was,
Amro first.
yeah, the biggest one for me is in the discovery, especially very early on, when you start not data gathering, when you start digging into something and you know that once you dig, there's nothing to expand on, just get out and go somewhere else. In this case, it was going from intangible to tangible and start collecting the data as opposed to dragging yourself on something that is not there.
Exactly. Tyler?
does the question have to be related to this, the role play and everything else?
Well, tell me.
Yeah. So the question I had is that I had a beautiful call with the prospect, did everything, tied him down, and then at the end, the dude just said, and left the call. What does that mean?
He said, and
He
left.
said, "Oh, that's doable." Then he left.
So Tyler completely pulling a Jaden, like asking a question out of the fucking blue with something that's non-related. Okay.
Yeah.
The it depends on how he left, because, like, I don't know. Let's say that I am talking to you right now and I say it's doable. Boom, I get out. Well, I don't know. Maybe
That's
the
how he did.
Wi-Fi cut out. Maybe there's no power. I don't know. Like it's an infamous probability, but that could happen. Now, the thing is that when you ask it like this, and I don't have context, I cannot see his body language, the way he spoke to you, how interested he was. It's very difficult for me to tell you, oh no, he was bullshitting you, he just left you, or something that happened. Okay. So I don't know, maybe he's the fucking teenager and his mom just opened the door. He's like, oh no, I'm not on a sales call. And he just left. So many things that can happen. What I would do,
Yeah.
just shoot him an email. It's like,
I
hey,
shoot
man,
him. I just made him a message after I left. I was like, hey, dude, if you don't want to do this, it's fine. No pressure. You could have just told me. And then he got back to me. He's like, no, dude, it's not that. It's just that I got an important call and I said that, which he didn't, lies. And then he's like, I'll get back to you in a few days and let you know how it's looking.
okay, so my response to that would be, damn, that's going to be a long call. A couple of days until you can actually get back to me? How are you going to speak so much to that guy? That would be my joke to him. I would just say that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's true. At least he warned us. So, anything else with this role play?
Luca, we talked about what is the problem. What do you define as a problem? Because you can make money, but also there's a deeper meaning of that.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you
Usually,
define?
usually the problem is the deeper meaning you can get. And the first thing they're going to tell you is almost never the real problem. So when you talk to someone and they say, I don't have money, okay, that is a problem. But what's behind that? Like, why do you care about why do you care about the money? Well, maybe because I wanted to buy a car, maybe because I am hungry, maybe because I want to help my sister, and that's the problem. Do you see? Because maybe, I don't know, Costin is complaining that he doesn't have money. And I ask a few more questions. In reality, the real problem is not that he doesn't have money, it's the fact that he wants to give a lot of money to his mom, I don't know, and help her with her hair salon. That's probably his real problem. And it's like, got it. I know the problem now. Yes?
Yes, but can't you go deeper? For example, with the bags, like if you go deeper, you didn't want to feel lonely. So
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't that be the problem? Or is that the why?
No. I think so. Let me explain this. Why haven't I gone deeper into that, and why pull him out of it? Because it's the swamp. In this case, it's the swamp. I keep going in there. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. Okay, that's why I don't keep going. But of course you could. I mean, there's always gonna be layers. It's like the onion, you know. He feels lonely, but why does he feel lonely? He feels lonely. Honestly, I would literally label the problem as loneliness, because that is a problem. And then I can just get, why is that a problem? And then I can go into why do you want to change it? Then how do you want to change it? When do you want to change it? And I'm using the W's. That makes sense?
100%.
But you do see the difference between the problem is I feel lonely, I'm alone, versus the problem of saying, yeah, I don't know if I can buy more clothes. Or, yeah, I don't know what to do. Or, yeah, I just want to feel more glamorous. Do you see the difference, the discrepancy? The more in depth you go, the more of the real problem you're going to get. And this is why I meant with the glamorous and I feel alone going vertically. And then you go horizontally, which is all the things that we got. That makes sense now, boys?
Yes.
So awesome. Did I ever told you my mom actually has a hair salon? She told me.
No, that's actually true. I am getting spooked because I don't know if you guessed it or if I actually told you because she actually has one.
She told me. She told me.
Okay. No, fuck off.
Yeah, she told me. Anyways, okay. So, gents, 4-minute break, and the next role play goes down. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. You could play all rock, paper, and scissors in the chat and see who does the closing thingy. So, I'll be back. Oh no, what is this chat? Watermelon. Oh no, what? Anyways, gentlemen, who is going to be the prospect and who's going to be the closers? Did you guys decide it or not at all? Not at all. You motherfuckers.
I think
I could be
Jared
the
is the one who
yeah, I could be the
hasn't been in a
prospect.
role play for a
Or
long
I could be
time.
the closer.
But you're both talking at the same time. I'm not a woman. I do not understand that.
Yeah, Jared is a closer. I'm the prospect.
You're both. All right. I was okay. Russian comrade is MIA. So, Jared, you want to go?
Yeah, I could go.
Okay. Who wants to play a very interesting prospect? Jaden Cartal.
What alpha?
Why does he say it like that, bro?
Cartel.
It's like
I'm from
Mortal
a
Kombat.
cartel.
It's like Mortal Kombat. I picked the character Jared M.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Jaden
exactly what
Cartal.
went through my mind. I was like, it sounds like he picked the character in the video game.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll
Give me a
do.
second.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
No,
Okay.
not really.
Nope.
So, fight. What are you selling him on, though?
All right. Yeah, my offer. We'll do my new offer. It's B2B. You are an epoxy flooring company.
In a what?
And you're looking for marketing epoxy flooring.
What is that? Explain it to people ignorant like me and the viewers.
You know when you have a garage and it has like a nice floor, it's like shiny. It's like kind of concrete, but not really. It's like a nice garage floor, basement floor,
Mm-hmm.
or car dealership. It's
Okay.
that. Yeah. So we sell marketing for those types of companies.
Okay. Jaden saying, what the
So
fuck
Jaden,
is
you'll be a
that?
epoxy company.
Well, I know it. It was the offer
He
that
knows. He's almost on. Yeah, he was almost on the offer. Might still clutch up. All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
You don't need to do the
Jaden.
intro. You don't need to do the intro because I know you do it right. So just go with the discovery question.
Okay, let me pin myself. All right. Jaden, you can start by telling me what led you to book a call with us today.
Yeah, so I booked this call because I want to get more leads. Right now, I'm trying door to door, but I fucking hate it.
Okay, so you've been doing door-to-door marketing and you want to get more leads.
Yes.
Okay, how many leads are you currently getting with door-to-door?
I'm getting like 7.
7 a month?
Yes.
Okay, so 7 leads a month. How long does it take you to go door to door?
Mm,
Like each
It
day?
takes. What do you mean? Do you mean like in total how much it takes for me?
Well, when you go, yeah, how long does it take out of your day to do your door to door knocking?
I would say like 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay, and how many days a week are you doing that?
5.
Okay, so around 20 hours a week it takes you.
Yes.
Okay. And how many doors are you knocking on per day?
I would say like 50.
50 a day. All right, let me just do some calculations here.
250.
Okay. So 250 doors that you're knocking on per week. That's around 1,000 per month. And you're getting 7 leads out of that?
I mean, 17 leads aren't that bad. But yeah, I just want to have a new strategy.
Okay, you said it sucks before. Why do you say it's not that bad now?
Because I just don't like it, but I still get some leads.
Okay. So just to do some math, you're converting about 0.007% of your door knocks into leads.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many jobs are you closing out of those 7 leads?
5.
Okay. So you're closing 5 out of 7. 5 jobs out of 7 leads per month.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, you mentioned the door knocking sucks. Why do you say that?
No. Before you go there, you did that part very well. I'll show you. I'll show you what else you can do. Okay, so you're closing 5 out of 7 people. That's like 85%. Why do you think you're closing so many people who are leads? Because that's a very good number. Roleplay.
Yeah, because I'm a good sales guy. I'm a good closer.
Okay, so you're able to close a lot of people who are interested, right? I mean, the leads that you have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, interesting.
roughly, like you can ballpark it, but how much are you making, like monetarily, with this 5 leads that you're closing per month?
I'm making 20K a month.
Okay, so my answer is, if you having 0.07% chances of getting a lead and 0.0.5 chances of closing leads gives you 20% of gives you 20K, sorry, then imagine if we increase that number. Imagine if you actually were able to get a lot more leads. So you being such a great salesman, you're literally bottlenecked extremely hard because of how little leads you're able to get. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. I mean, when I say that, knowing that you have the capacity to convert so many people, but at the same time, you're only getting 0.007% of those leads. What are your thoughts on that? Like, I'm not going to put words into your mouth, man, but I will be frustrated as fuck, man. What about you? How do you feel about
Yeah, I just want a new strategy where I don't need to do door knocking. Even though I'm making good money right now, I just want more.
that? Okay. So prospect is a dickhead, but still, why I did that, that was very leading and like very leading. You probably guys saw that. The reason I'm doing that is because it makes it so conversational. It makes it so real. Okay. Because I'm not leading in a way that is telling him, oh, so you need definitely a lead strategy. I'm not saying that. I'm presenting the facts in a way that I am humanizing with him and make him realize, hey man, oh, you're frustrated as fuck with that one. What are your thoughts? Okay. It's another tool that you guys can use. Sometimes I use it, especially with people that I'm seeing that they're not really opening a lot. They're really not opening up a lot because this guy is kind of like barely giving you answers. So it's a nice way to open people up. Okay. His tool, it's close as fuck. So my next question would be like, probably I would just, okay, why the new lead strategy? Have you tried that before? And then he giving me shitty answers. I'm just gonna say, okay, considering you're closing at 0.07, I'm not considering you're closing at 0.05. I'm not really understanding one thing. Yeah, what is that? I am trying to help you here so you can have a better lead strategy. Why are you barely answering to me? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, more inclined to try to give me as much information as possible so I can help you fix this? I would just keep it like that. Again, what am I doing right now all the time? Like keeping it very real, very conversational, like, because this guy is very closed off. As you can see, I'm not now in the full detective mode. I'm more in the open, soft guy. I want him to do the same. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. But if he just keeps being a dickhead, all right, you want to be a dickhead? I'll show you how much of a dickhead I can be by pressing on the fact that you're closing at 0.05%. I could do that. But let's give him the good path, the good girl path. But if he wants to be a bad girl, I'm going to treat him as a bad girl. I'm going to spank him. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So, anyways, let's rewind back. You could go over that again like I did, or you could just take it from there. I'll leave you to decide that, Jared. For the sake of time.
Okay, go back to where. Oh, go ahead.
Where you want to go?
I was just gonna take it from where you left it.
Okay. Go from there.
Okay. All right, Jaden, I understand you're closing 0.07% of your leads. Obviously, if you had a lot more leads, you would be closing around 80, 85%, like you mentioned. No. Okay. Now you're spending around 1,000 hours doing door knocking per month, and you said that sucks. Can you tell me about that? Why does that suck so much?
Yeah, I live in the US and it's quite dangerous here. Like, I don't know what will happen. They might, like, there's some prospects, there's some people who might shoot me or something because the crime rate is really high here. So I'm afraid of that. By the way, there was a prospect a few days ago. So
What do you mean you have prospects that might shoot you?
yeah, I mean, the crime rate is really high. I mean, you're in the US as well. So I don't know. They might shoot me or something, kill me.
Where in the US are you living?
I live in Arizona.
Okay, in what I guess a dangerous city?
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're doing this door knocking, you're literally going around knocking on doors fearing that you might get shot for 1,000 hours a month?
I mean, I have no other option.
What do you mean you don't have any other option?
For me, with door knocking, I get a lot of qualified prospects, and that's why I'm closing a lot of them. So it's going pretty well, but it's at the same time I want to change it because like it's taking me a lot of time. My close like I do 50 door knockings a day and I only close 7 people. I know that's not that good, but at the same time, it's mainly because of the crime rates. I don't like that.
How can you be getting a lot of qualified prospects when you're only getting 7 leads per month?
Don't say
I
7.
mean,
Don't say 7. You were right, but you have to ask how I don't understand. How do you say you get a lot of qualified leads when your qualified leads are 0.07?
Okay.
Is how you say it. All right.
Okay.
Jaden?
me?
Yes. I don't know another
Yeah,
Jaden.
okay. Oh, you said Jaden, okay. Yeah, out of these 7 leads that I get, all of them are, or most of them are qualified.
Yeah, so you're getting 7 qualified leads out of 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not good. but that's the only lead gen strategy I've used that really worked for me. So
Okay. So you know it's not good.
yeah, it's not good. That's what it's called.
Okay. Why haven't you tried another way to generate leads?
I tried a lot of things like cold
What do you
calling. I tried other lead generation agencies like you and Jared. I'm gonna be very transparent with you. I'm only looking for pay per close. So if there's an upfront investment, I'm not gonna pay.
Okay. Well, we could discuss that a little bit later. But what I want to know, so you've tried cold calling, you've tried lead gen agencies, you haven't found anything
No.
to that's better than door. Okay.
If he says something like that, I'm not gonna ignore it and say, hey, we can discuss that later, because he just framed you on the fact that he's not gonna pay. And even if you do things perfectly
Okay.
on the
So,
call, he got the frame. He got you to say nothing. And now yeah, but I told you that I'm not gonna pay. What are you gonna say now? You can just keep out.
okay.
He framed you. So role play
So
with
just
me,
address it
Jaden.
now.
Jaden, role play with me. Say that again.
Yeah, Luca, I'm not gonna. I'm only looking for pay per close lead generation agencies, so I'm not gonna pay upfront.
Okay. Well, where's that coming from, man? I didn't even ask you about that. What happened? Why'd you say that?
No, this was my initial goal, hopping on call. I thought that you are a pay per close agency.
Okay. What is the point of it? What are you looking right now? You can just be upfront with me. Is it because maybe you don't have money, or you have money, you just don't want to spend it and you just want that type of thing? Or you're just literally looking for a result that gets you more leads? Like, just be upfront.
Yeah, I don't want to take risks where I spend upfront money, but I don't get any results.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much where you're at right now. What's the risk? So let me explain it. You have 0.05 success rate right now with all the clients that you have. So you're telling me I don't want to take risks? Brother, you're living on 0.05%. Tell me a bigger risk.
I mean, I guess you're right, but I'm still living a comfortable life. I'm making 20K a
I'm
month,
sorry.
even
What you
though,
said? Sorry, what? You said comfortable? Like knocking
yes,
on doors when you told me you're just afraid of people shooting you? Is that comfortable? Knocking on 1,000 doors a month with the fear of walking, knowing that you might get shot, just so that you have 0.05% chances of closing someone. Is that comfortable? That's what you just said?
no, it's not.
So you're
It's not.
telling me right now that you want to play it safe and you don't want to make an investment. Dude, you don't like playing safe. What are you talking about? What are you trying to play safe with an offer, but you're risking your life? Shouldn't you do the opposite? Help me understand you.
I mean, Luca, you're right, but I had agencies that were paid on front. They didn't give me any qualified leads. All of them were tire kickers, and they just like they had a guarantee. But then when I said, okay, I want to have my money back, they said, no, you didn't much too much, and you didn't put too much effort into this. You didn't do all of the conditions, even though I tried my best. So yeah, I don't want to experience that again.
Okay, you don't have to. I mean, we're not offering you a guarantee. We're offering you results. I'm not offering you the fact that you can get your money back. I'm offering you the fact that you can get leads so that you can make money. What are you looking for here, man? Results, or
Yeah,
just the guarantee so that you can just relive the same experience again?
yeah, I'm looking for results.
Then why are you asking me for a guarantee?
Yeah, I want guaranteed results.
You know what's guaranteed right now? You having 0.05% success rate. That's your guaranteed result right now if you don't decide to change it. So what I could do in this call is help you increase that and delete a lot of those zeros. That would increase a lot of your zeros at the end of the month. So I could help you with that. But in order for me to do that, you have to actually realize and see what's going on right now. You're being afraid of taking a risk, but you are still having a life that implies the biggest risk of them all.
Yeah, you're right.
And all right, he fumbled on that one. But if he wants to argue me, I'm just gonna keep doing it because I have every position to destroy him. He cannot ever win this argument. Never. I'm gonna keep brutally molesting him every single time, every iteration. He would just fall. He would just fall every time. Okay.
Okay, cool.
But do you see now the difference? I know it was a bit of a interesting conversation, but if I don't have this conversation now, imagine you drop the price and then we need to have this conversation now. Out. But because I did it now, I'm going to tie this down by saying, okay, just for both of us to be in the same page, if I can show you that you're going to get more leads so that you can make a lot more zeros at the end of the month and you don't have to knock on every single door being afraid of your life, would you take action considering that could take an investment? Yes or no? And until he doesn't tell me yes, I'm going to keep brutally molesting him all the time. Yes?
Now, on our offer, we do have a guarantee. Would you bring that up, or would you just not even talk about that yet because you want to make sure that he's fully committed even without thinking about the guarantee?
I wouldn't bring it up on the first iteration, but let's say he keeps going on that, then I can say, look, man, if you really want a guarantee, I could give you that. But again, didn't you were in programs that offer you already a guarantee? Yes, I was. How did that end up? Well, not pretty well. Well, we have a guarantee. That should give you some peace of mind. And there's not going to be crazy pinpoint ideas that or tasks that you have to do every single day so you can get it. It's like, no, it's fine. That's not going to be the case. But what are you looking for here? Are you looking for a guarantee or are you looking for to actually make a lot more money with new leads? No, I'm looking for new leads. Okay, I'll give you that. So that at the end of this call, you can tell me, Luca, I don't give a single shit about a guarantee. And I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't. Let's make some fucking money. You're going to say, yeah, let's make some fucking money. That's what I'm going to tell him. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
I went full Jordan Belfort on
Okay,
that
cool.
one, but it's how you handle it. So, yeah. Anyways.
Okay, cool. All right, so got through that part. All right, and Jaden, so you mentioned you've worked with a couple different companies, you've done cold calling before. Why do you think you haven't been able to solve this issue yet?
Yeah, I mean, I tried a lot of things, as I mentioned, but they didn't work out. So I'm looking for better lead generation strategies and companies.
Okay. How long have you been trying to fix this 0.05% conversion rate?
2 years.
So this has been going on for the past 2 years?
Yes.
Okay. And how many different things have you tried that didn't work?
Expand on that example so you can understand. Sorry, you've been knocking on doors and feeling unsafe for 2 years?
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
so that you can close 0.05%?
Yeah.
Man, how did you survive this long? And I'm not talking about the fact that someone didn't shoot you. Ha ha ha. I'm talking about the fact that mentally, because I know it's difficult to do door knocking.
Yeah,
What's
it's
what's
very,
pushing you to do it, man? What's pushing you to keep doing this?
I mean, I need to survive to provide for my family.
Do you see? Now I got him by the balls.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He's cooked now. That's it. He just lost. Checkmate. 2-3 questions. Checkmate. Let me bring Tyler. Yes.
Yeah, with this, I'll show you probably when you have time. But I did the same thing what you did with the guy, and he was like, "Oh man, I just keep going because I love my family. I have to do this." And I guess that's why he couldn't say he needs to think about it or the excuse at the moment, because I grabbed him by the balls in every turn. I tied him down for sure. So this thing works. And like when you get to the call, the prospect can be like, I'll feel stupid to just give this guy an objection because he'll molest me.
It's not just the fact that he's going to feel stupid if he gives me an objection, because I'm going to tell him, okay, what about your family? What about providing for your family? And it's like, but it's not just that. It's just, it's the fact that now that he told me that he's doing this to provide for his family, I can just use that till the end of time. And he has to budge. He has to bend over because it's his family. How important it is for him to provide for his family. What would the family do if he didn't provide it? Okay. Then I'm going to ask him, how do you feel about only bringing 20K a month? Let's say it's not that optimal. I can only give them this X life. Okay. How do you feel about giving them X life? Yeah, I mean, it's acceptable. Okay. What do you think your wife feels about you giving her that wife? What do you think your kids feel about you giving them that life? And I'm just going to start ripping him apart piece by piece. He will be crying in the call. I want you to do that. I'll help you. Okay. Now we're going to take it from the family angle. But with that, that's it. I mean, that's what you need. Unless he gives me something even more juicier that I doubt now, that it will be probably the example that we had in that call we reviewed, that, this in the family, there was this chick who was responsible and the son was irresponsible and everything was because of the son. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep drilling on that. It's more specific. We're tailoring, we're just narrowing down. That's kind of like how it will be. But let's see how this goes. But that makes sense?
Okay. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Go for it and let's see what you do.
Jaden, who's this family? Like, who's in your family that you're supporting?
My wife and I have 3 children.
I'll rephrase that. Who do you provide for? My wife and my children. It's different. It's not who's his family. What's your family like? Who do you provide for? He's telling you now who he provides for. It's different. He now labeled himself as the provider for them. Say that again, and let's see where you take it.
Jaden, who are you providing for?
For my wife and 3 kids.
Okay. And are you the sole one that is providing for them?
Yes.
Okay. Do they know that you're risking your life by doing this door knocking for the past 2 years?
I don't know if they're aware. I mean, my wife knows that, but my children are very young, so I don't know if they know that.
Okay. Is your wife, how does she feel the fact that in this dangerous neighborhood you're knocking on all these doors?
Stop. Not bad. You're missing something before that. Why are you having this job that is risky and that is extremely demanding with almost none results, like almost nothing that you put in, you get back? Why do you keep doing this? And now he's going to tell me something obvious like, well, it's my family because I love them, because I want to do this for them, because they need me. Whatever it is, I'm going to use that. Imagine he says, because they need me. Imagine this motherfucker now gives me an objection. I don't know if I can do this. Well, I mean, maybe you don't have to, but what about your family that need you?
Didn't we ask that? Why are you keep doing that?
Not necessarily, because now you just said that you're doing this because you need to provide for your family. And now I'm asking you why it's important for you to provide for your family. With the sole purpose that you tell me something like, well, if I don't, my family gets hunger. They're fucked. So that seems like a very good reason to me. And I'm just constantly be grabbing you more and more by the balls until you're like, fuck. Fuck. Okay. So,
Mhm.
Jared,
Okay. Jaden, why are you working so hard, knocking on these doors, knowing that your life is at risk for just a 0.05% success rate?
I mean, I have to provide for my family. It's my family.
Okay. Why is that so important for you to provide for your family?
I mean, Jared, I don't know if you have a family, but you always have to provide for your family. I love my family.
What would happen if you didn't provide for them?
Mm, they would be hungry. They wouldn't have a ceiling above them. So, yeah, they would be homeless or something.
Mhm.
not bad. Not bad. But it's a bit telegraphed. Like, oh, what happens if you don't provide for them? It's like, yeah, it's a bit telegraphed. What I would
Yeah.
just say is, I would just tell him, okay, so you're doing this out of the love that you have for your family. I would just double down on what he said. He's gonna say, yeah,
Okay.
of course. Again, boom, I got him now. Because now he gives me the objection. Oh yeah, I want to think about this. What do you mean you want to think about it? Yeah, I mean it's a big decision. Okay, you will be doing this so that you can provide for the family you love. You told me that, right? Yeah. So now you're doubting providing more for the family you love? Is that what you're telling me? I'm lost. And now he's gonna feel like an imbecile. Okay. He told me he's doing this because out of the love he has for them. So I'm gonna play on that. You can expand on that. Many things you could do for that.
hmm Okay. I feel like I'm kind of lost where to take it after the fact of I want to provide for my family. Like that's why I asked, well, what happens if you don't provide? But I know that's kind of like a future pacing hypothetical. How do I dig into the fact that he's providing for his family? Because I'm
The thing
thinking
is that,
tie it back to the risky job, but I don't know what other angle there is there.
well, what are you doing right now? You're going vertically.
Drilling.
You're drilling vertically, which is what is the problem? I want to make money. Why do you want to make money? Because I want to provide for my family. Why? Because I love them. Okay. Let's say this is the floor. And because he said, because I love them. That's it. Okay. Now if you think this is the floor and there's nothing you can think about, just go horizontally now because you're deep now. You can go horizontally. Therefore, what you can say is, okay, how does this affect other areas? And how could you ask that?
How does this job affect your family life?
Mm, yes and no. Yes and no. It's getting there. Anyone can jump in with this. Are you all taking a nap?
No, can't he like ask, okay, I know it might be too zoomed in. Can't you provide them now? Could provide for them now? Obviously, Jaden would say, oh yeah, I can right now. So are you satisfied with the level that you can provide at them for them right now?
It's not a
Wouldn't
bad
that be a
angle.
direction?
Yeah, it's not a bad angle. But I think the best thing you're gonna get from that is now I want to make more so I can give them more. Like, okay, what are you giving them?
All right.
I'm giving them this. So it's like it doesn't really go that much. I will go on the side of, okay, if I'm understanding things correctly, you are doing 1,000 knocks on the neighborhood that is risking your life so that you can just have 0.05% because you have to provide for them, because you love them, because that's your family. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Now I go to decide. No ideas, and really, like none of you have an idea on how to go to decide on this?
I thought it's a bit of future pacing, but what would your family think if you would get shot at or something like that? Or if you would get into danger?
The thing is that you're probably going to get with something like, yeah, I don't know, my family doesn't really think of that. And it's probably going to end up there, cooked.
Oh, what does he think of the way that is providing for his family, given that he goes around neighborhoods and the shootings?
So I
How
want you to
well?
zoom out, like just zoom out more. I want you to see him
Everyone.
as an individual who is
Mhm.
not spending time with his family because he has to do 1,000 fucking knocks on a difficult neighborhood. So you having to have this job, how does that affect the relationship with your life, with your family? Oh, I'm not at home because I have to do this and I'm stressed. And okay, that's one. Is there other areas that having to do this job, knocking everywhere, is affecting you? Yeah, I mean, I would like to go to the gym. I can't. Oh, yeah? How's that affect? Well, I mean, I'm kind of overweight now. So, do you guys see? We're going horizontally now. The fact that he has this shitty job is telling us that he's fat, that he doesn't have a great relationship with his family because he's never there. He might even tell us that he's stressed and therefore he's always arguing with his wife. And because of that, he doesn't even fuck her. And did you guys see how much this could go? It can go in so many ways. And now it's not just that, let's say those were the things that he told us, for example. It's not just the fact that he is risking his life. He's only closing at 0.05%, that he's been doing this for 2 years, but it's also the fact that he's fat. It's also the fact that he's not smashing her wife day and night. It's so many things. He doesn't even can build a relationship with his sons because he's never home. So you go horizontally and it gives you so much more info. Okay. That makes sense. And this is
That
what
makes
I
sense.
meant. And this is what I meant because going vertically is something that, of course, it helps you. It gives you more data. But the real sell, the real lockdown is when you go horizontally, but not horizontally on the surface, horizontally deep down. Because if you do that, it's like the dude realizes that he's completely fucked. And if you're able to show him that he's completely fucked, well, then what the hell is he going to do now? Make sense, everyone?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I just had a call with the dude who's working like 3 jobs and he's alone every time. I could have just zoomed out and asked him, hey, how is that affecting other areas of your life, given that you never had time? Maybe he's fucking lonely where he is, and that could have made the sale. With this dude, also, he said he's providing for his family XYZ. I could have dug into that because he says he works 12 hours for 7 days a week, and that is 84 hours. So that is crazy. If I zoomed out, I could have said, okay, how is that affecting the relationship with your kids, the mother of your kids, and shit like that? And that would have made him see that he's utterly fucked. I'm gonna do that on my next call, by the way.
Yeah. And this is why what I mean is it's not just the fact that you can get so much info and everything. Then you can do little data gatherings on every part and you completely fuck him over. So it's like you can go horizontally and then vertically again and horizontally again. And it's like you just build a whole structure that the guy is just crying. So an example would be, okay, so da 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 da. I know that you're doing this job. How's this affecting other areas? Well, I mean, I'm working a lot and I'm working a lot. Okay, how many hours do you work at this? Well, let's say he says like 80 hours a week. That's a lot of time. 80 hours a week. Holy shit. How, what are you doing? It's like you're not even fucking sleeping. How does that go? No. It's just that, okay, how much time do you have to spend with your kids? It's like 30 minutes on Sundays. 30 minutes on Sundays. Yeah. So you're seeing your kids 2 hours a month? Yeah. How much are you missing on their growth? How old are they? They're 5 and 6. Okay. So imagine you're just gonna show up one day and they're not even gonna be your kids anymore. They're gonna be grown-ups at this rate. Yeah, no, you're right. How many things are you missing? Oh, I'm missing so many. Do you see? It's like I went this and I went deep now again. Or another one is just, okay, you're doing all this so that you can make money. How does that make it? Yeah, I mean, so I can make like 20 grand. Okay. What are your monthly expenditures? How much do you spend? I'm spending like 20K. Wait, so you're actually living paycheck to paycheck? Yeah. So what happens if you don't close at 0.05? You close 0.04. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to be tight on budget. What are the things that you won't be able to do? Oh, this. Do you see? I'm going vertically again on that. And if I can just keep doing this, it just becomes a massive structure that is like, they're destroyed. And this is why once you really understand how to do this, you can make the longest discoveries on the planet and the prospects just want to end up killing themselves, like at that point. Obviously, that's not beneficial because one, we don't want them to die of depression. We want to provoke them enough to say, I need to make this change now. And the second thing is your discoveries shouldn't take that long because I can get on a call with any of you for 2 hours straight doing this. And by the end of those 2 hours, you're literally putting a gun in your mouth. Like I could do that. So my point is when you motherfuckers are telling me, I'm not sure what to ask, it's like, bro, there's so many things you can ask. It's so easy. But I get it that it's complicated. I get it that it's like a process because it happened to me as well. I'm saying this because I want all of you to understand that there is so much. There is so much. Because this was a perfect example. There was this point where you kind of told me, Jared, like, well, I don't really know where to go now. And now do you realize that you have like 17 things that you can say? It's insane. And you can rip him to pieces with every path you want to take. So no excuses. There's always something to ask. There's always something to say. But I completely understand and it makes sense that you guys are like, what the fuck? Because it happened to me once. All right. Like that's kind of the point. Jaden, you want to ask me something? And you also said that this was your biggest problem going fully vertically. This call opened my eyes. Expand on that. And your question?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty good at when it comes to drilling into pains, going into the straight line, but then I hit this, okay, I don't have enough data to tie that into how does it make you feel and going into the emotional more because it's not enough. I need more data on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there a question there or is it just a statement?
No, I have a different question.
Okay.
So my question is, you usually tell us to just drill on one pain. So when we go horizontally with fitness, time, etc., all of these things, isn't that tackling and drilling into multiple things?
No. Because you're going on one pain and you're using that pain and how that pain affects other areas. Okay. So you're going on the same pain, which is, for example, I don't have money. And this pain that we're going right now is the fact that he's working his ass off just to get 0.05% success. That's the pain that he's pretty much a failure. Okay. But if the pain that we're drilling is the fact that he's not making money, for example, well, I can use that to go multiple ways. Let's say that this scenario is literally you just not making enough money. Well, I can go, why do you need more money? Because I need to help my sister that's in college or whatever. Oh, what for how long have you been helping her? For that, and I can just keep going on that path. But it's all born on the fact that he just doesn't have money to help her. Or it could be that he doesn't have money to pay the rent. How much is rent? Are you delayed? Do you have to pay this month? Have you paid this month? How are you doing it? And do you see that I'm using the same pain, but how that pain is affecting multiple areas of his life? That's what horizontally mean. Yes? Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're not going horizontally. You're going vertically on a different stuff.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right. Gents, I kind of I'm kind of cooked. I kind of have to go. Jared, what do you think of this? Your thoughts on this role play? Do you want to continue a little bit? I could buy you 4 more minutes. What would you do?
Yeah, we could just go really quick from like this point. So, Jaden, you you're clearly a guy who's fully providing for his family. Wait, I lost my train of thought. No. All right, Jaden. So, you're the sole provider for your family. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. How has working and been knocking on 1,000 doors a month been affecting your family?
My family,
Leading. No, you're boxing him into the family. Just be broad. Let him tell you the family. So you're knocking on all these doors. How does that affecting other areas of your life, like relationships, your time management, everything? And let him tell you about that. Much more powerful.
Okay.
Go for it.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, should I answer that?
Yeah, Jared, ask him.
Okay. Jaden, how has knocking on 1,000 doors a month been affecting other areas of your life?
Yeah, it's mostly with my family because when I do all of these things, first of all, I don't have much time spending, like much time spending with them, and also I'm very tired after that, so I usually go to sleep, and because of that, I don't even go to the gym, so it's mostly the relationship with my family.
Hmm. Okay, how much time do you have to spend with your family?
Mm. I would say like 3 hours a day.
Okay, 3 hours a day. I mean, that doesn't sound like it's, the worst thing. It's not like you have 20 minutes. Do you want to spend more time with your family?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I have kids, they're pretty young, and I want to spend more time with them, each one of them.
Okay. When you do get to spend time with them, what does that look like?
How old
Yeah,
are
I see them.
How old are they?
One is 2, the other is 5, and the other is 8.
Okay, 2, 5, and 8. And what does spending time with them look like typically?
Yeah, I only see them at home, but sometimes my oldest son, for example, has a soccer match, and I can't attend that because I'm busy. So yeah.
Okay, so your older child would have something like a soccer match and you wouldn't be able to go to it.
Yeah, I mean, this happens a lot of times because he's pretty good and he's competing professionally almost. So yeah.
before all this? You could just do a double tie down question, which is first question that you said was how does spending time with your sons look like? With your children look like? He didn't really answer that. So I would ask it again. And then he'd, oh, it's great and I like it. And then I was gonna say, how does not spending time with your kids look like because you're working? I'm gonna give him the double-edged sword just for him to make the contrast and be like, yeah, fuck. And then I'm gonna say, how much time again you're
Okay.
out? All these hours. So you have all these hours doing something that is pushing you away from your kids who are just growing up, that you're never going to see them in this phase again. I'm just gonna keep on this path, gonna drill him to pieces with it.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I should have asked about the hours he works and then
Yeah, I still
compared to
don't
the
know
hours
that.
he spends with his family.
Yep, I still don't know that. So
Should we keep going?
tell me your idea. Don't ask the question. Just tell
Where?
me what direction you want to take this.
Okay, so he said he misses his son's soccer games. So I would probably dig on that. Missing his son's soccer games, maybe other family events. See what are these things he's missing out on. Why exactly he's missing out on. Is he at work or is he just too tired from work? And then ask if it's important for him to solve that. And if he thinks if he got rid of door knocking and found a better way for marketing, if that would solve that.
Okay, that's not bad. What I would do is just, I'm going to say, Jaden, why are you picking the chance of, I'll rephrase it. Jaden, why are you choosing 100% chances of not seeing your son play soccer and over 0.05% chances of closing a lead? Your system seems very inefficient. Why are you picking it? And why have you keep picking it for over 2 years? That would be my question. Okay, it's like you're choosing 0.05 chances of getting a lead over 100% chances of disappointing your son. Why is that? And why have you been doing it for 2 years straight? And it's a very tough pill to swallow. And I'm only talking about one son. What about the other two? And what about the wife? I can just keep going on that. And it's like, this is what I mean with going vertically and then horizontally. It's like you just cut them off. Just, you cut their head off and they're fucked. Okay. And after I say that, I'm just saying, okay, so what's your plan to change that? I mean, that's why I'm on this call. Okay. So you jump into this call knowing that this could actually help you be more with your family again. Yeah. Okay. I feel bad for Lucas prospect. Yeah, today I made a grown-up man cry a lot today. Like a lot. He had to get up, wash his face. Like it was a very fun. Well, not fun, but it was a very interesting moment. He thanked me though. Anyways, my point is once you really get that thing out of him, I would just usually use the W's. If you want to really summarize it, okay, how are you going to change this? By being in this program, by whatever, okay. By when do you want to change this? I don't know, man. It's a big decision. All right. Do you want to wait another 2 years and wait for your son is 10? I mean, you're only going to be losing like what, 16 more soccer games? What are 16 more disappointments on his face? That's nothing, right? So I'm just going to keep doing that. And Prospect's like, okay, fuck this guy. So I will just dig a little bit deeper there. He will be completely fucked. And then I'm just gonna move into, okay, urgency. Do you want to do this now? Yeah, I want to do it. Why? Because of this. All right. I'll probably handle a couple of things, especially time, because this guy probably doesn't have a lot of time. So how we can help him, I don't fucking know. You tell me. But overall, we close in that loop, and then I'm pitching. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Very easy.
Yeah, that makes
My
sense.
next prospects are so fucked. I would feel sorry for them thinking about them right now.
No, that's not. Your prospects should be thankful because even though
That
you're
I fucked
fucking
them.
them, yes, you're fucking them, but it's for their own benefit. Careful with with that verbiage. Careful with that
Oh, that
verbiage.
would be good on a chick.
Oh no, my God. Okay, so gentlemen, any final words? Any final takeaways? Any final anything before we wrap it up?
Baby, I'm fucking you from your own good.
Jesus fuck. Besides that,
Be
Luca,
thankful that I fucked you.
Luca, you should
yeah.
separate this into like a module because this role play was sauce, especially the one with Jared and stuff. You
All
can
right,
make that
man. I'll put it in something. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, Anything else? No, we're good. We're golden. All right, gentlemen. As always, my pleasure to help you guys so you can help other people so that you can make a lot more money. Let's keep it up. Keep working. Keep pushing as maximum as you can because I want to see you all in Dubai very soon. And all of you should be making money. Otherwise, I'm going to be quite lonely there. So, gentlemen, let's make it happen. And I will see you in the next one. Okay. I salute you all. Have a great day and night. Peace out.